business plan, you present it to the bank, and the bank then will finance your enterprise. 68% of the beneficiaries of close to 380 million loans given are women. But what does that tell you about the latent talent that was in India? If you look at any report, example a McKinsey report or an EY report pre-2014, every report said that the only thing that keeps women back from enterprise is access to credit. Now you have 220 million women plus in this country who went to banks across the country with a business plan, received a loan, serviced that loan, and the NPA is less than 2%, thereby making a case financially for gender justice. You had 220 million bank accounts with a cash transfer of 30,000 crores during COVID. Why? So that a woman's purchasing power, no matter how minimal the amount, be sustained. Apart from the fact that when you talk about housing and putting the name of women, there is a very interesting research behind it. 190 देशों का आज से 10 या 20 साल पहले एक सर्वे हुआ था. उस सर्वे में ये पाया गया कि जहां जहां महिला के नाम पे प्रॉपर्टी है, वहां वहां घरेलू हिंसा कम है. जहां महिला के पास सिर्फ एक चेक है, पे चेक है, जरूरी नहीं है वहां घरेलू हिंसा कम हो. सो व्हेन द प्राइम मिनिस्टर इंसिस्ट कि आप 3 करोड़ मकान बनाओगे तो उसमें अधिकार जो है, आधिपत्य जो है परिवार घर का, वो औरत के हाथ में दो. इट इज नॉट ओनली जेंडर जस्टिस, इट इज प्रोटेक्टिंग दोज विमेन फ्रॉम डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस एज वेल. When the Prime Minister says, let's build a toilet, अब आप प्लीज डायल बैक, 2014 में प्रधानमंत्री ने तब कहा जब वो चुनाव जीत चुके थे. आज 9 साल बाद हम बड़ी आसानी से एक सभागार में इसकी चर्चा कर रहे हैं. आज से 9 साल पहले गरीब औरतों के लिए टॉयलेट बनाना चर्चा का कहीं पर भी विषय नहीं था. जब देश के प्रधानमंत्री लाल किले की प्राचीर से कहते हैं 1 रुपए का सैनिटरी पैड मिलेगा, हमारे देश के इतिहास में एक भी मर्द ने आज तक सार्वजनिक ये बात की नहीं थी, किसी नेता ने नहीं की थी. Which means he has changed the social construct as to how women's needs are to be looked at. कितने घरों में हम बात करते थे भाई सैनिटरी पैड चाहिए, नहीं करता था कोई बात. घर पे नहीं होती थी, बाहर तो दूर की बात है, और नेता तो कभी नहीं करते थे. So we should not ensure that the Prime Minister's vision suffers from our myopia. Please recognize that while he has served on issues such as sanitation, आप 2011 या 2013 की एक वर्ल्ड बैंक की रिपोर्ट उठा लीजिए. Lack of sanitation facility was costing India 6% of our GDP. और अगर आप सैनिटेशन से संबंधित क्राइम को देखें, in 2013 there was a report that 40% of sexual assaults on women is happening when they go out to defecate in the open. Can you imagine a woman having no toilet, desperate to defecate, and is then raped and assaulted? These topics of conversations were not deemed to be politically viable. टुडे आज औरतें धड़ल्ले से सब पे बात कर रही हैं. इसका मतलब क्या है कि हमें पता था सॉल्यूशन कहाँ है, सॉल्यूशन देने वाला एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिवली कोई था नहीं, और हमने क्योंकि कोई था नहीं तो कभी मांगा भी नहीं.
फंडामेंटल चेंजेस, स्ट्रक्चरल चेंजेस, लिंच पॉइंट चेंजेस. ऐश्वर्या
मैम, मैं आपके जो 2019 के इलेक्शन जो जिसमें आप जीती थी श्री राहुल गांधी के अगेंस्ट, वो इलेक्शन आज भी एक एनिग्मा है. उसने कांग्रेस की राजनीति के कई मायने बदल दिए और राहुल गांधी जी की राजनीति के कई मायने बदल दिए. तो मैम, आप उस इलेक्शन के बारे में क्या कहेंगे?
आई थिंक मैं आपको 4-5 चीज़ें अगर गिनवा दूँ शायद तब आपको समझ आए वो इलेक्शन ऐसा था क्यों. साल 2014 में चुनाव के बाद प्रभु चावला जी ने एक मुलायम सिंह जी का इंटरव्यू किया था, और मुलायम सिंह जी से प्रभु चावला जी ने गांधी खानदान के बारे में पूछा, तो मुलायम सिंह जी ने ऑन रिकॉर्ड कहा है कि सोनिया जी ने मुझे फ़ोन किया था कि राहुल की मदद कर दीजिए अमेठी में, और मैंने 1 लाख वोट टेबल पे ट्रांसफ़र कर दिया था। 2014 में मैं 1,05,000 से ही हारी थी और मेरे पास चुनाव लड़ने के लिए सिर्फ 22 दिन थे। इसका मतलब जिस दिन रिजल्ट आया मुझे पता था that the difference between victory and defeat was only 5,000 votes. What tells the people of a constituency of 20 lakh plus citizens कि इस औरत पे विश्वास करो, ये बदलाव लाएगी? That was my first lesson. And I stayed with those people who voted for me. Because those were the people who wanted change. Now why did they want a change? उस इलाके ने 40 साल इस परिवार की मदद की, इस 40 साल इस परिवार को पलकों पे बिठाकर रखा। लेकिन अमेठी में पहली बार डीएम का ऑफिस मैंने बनवाया। अमेठी में पहली बार पुलिस लाइन योगी आदित्यनाथ ने दी है। अमेठी का बाईपास 30 साल से लंबित था, मैंने बनवाया। नितिन जी के पीछे हम लोग हाथ जोड़कर खड़े रहे, उन्होंने कहा बनवाएंगे। कब से पेंडिंग है? 30 साल से। अमेठी का मेडिकल कॉलेज 40 साल से पेंडिंग, हमारी सरकार ने बनाया। अमेठी में ऐश्वर्या जी 2019 से पहले जब राहुल जी वहां से प्रतिनिधि थे, 80% घरों में टॉयलेट नहीं था और करीबन 75% घरों में अमेठी में बिजली का कनेक्शन नहीं था। तो जब कांग्रेस कटाक्ष करती है, उनको भी पता है जमीन पे क्या बदलाव लाए। 90,000 घर बनाए अमेठी लोकसभा क्षेत्र में। अगर एक घर में भी आप कहते हैं कि 3 लोग रहते हैं, लगभग 3 लाख लोगों के पास अमेठी में घर नहीं था। 2 लाख से ज्यादा लोगों को जीवन में पहली बार गैस का सिलेंडर मोदी सरकार ने दिलवाया। 2 लाख घर मतलब अगर आप 3 लोग भी दें एक घर में तो कितना हो गया? 6 लाख लोगों ने कभी गैस का सिलेंडर अपने घर में नहीं देखा था। And that is why in 2019, for the first time in the history of our country, the sitting president of the Indian National Congress lost his election from a chit of a girl. और ये भी याद करा दूं आपको, वो अकेले चुनाव नहीं लड़े थे, उनके साथ सपा और बसपा दोनों थी। I fought against not 1 but 3 political parties. So that is why when you have an electoral area of work which is your gad, your area of political dominance for 4 decades, and you have all political parties supporting you, can you imagine BJP sends a normal female activist and she brings the house down?
Smriti ji, would you do it again anywhere to defeat and take on Rahul Gandhi regardless of what constituency, or
See,
is Amethi
I tell
your
you the problem.
adopted home now?
The problem with this question is that you presume my entire life is about Rahul Gandhi. And let me tell you why it is a problem. I was unanimously elected when Meera Kumarji was speaker. The Congress was in power. I was unanimously elected on behalf of the Asia Pacific region by the International Parliamentary Union to draft the resolution on the Syrian crisis. Nobody will tell you that about me. In my media avatar, I have worked in close to 20 projects and I have won consequently 8 years awards for being the best in my field. I have done the draft of the National Education Policy. I have created the National Ranking Framework. I have created India's first MOOCs platform where now over 1,75 lakh kids are studying. I was the textile minister when India became self-sufficient in PPE suits. You will not talk about any of this as though my entire life revolves around what Rahul Gandhi does. It is bad enough and difficult enough to make it in one career. I have made it in 2 different fields and been at the top of my game.
That's very...
And I'm sorry, but as a member of parliament, this is my third stint as a member of parliament. When I was in opposition, you can find it on record, I have contributed on prevention of sexual assault of children on legislation. As a minister, I have helped pass under my ministry close to 4 to 5 legislative businesses in the house with unanimity across all political parties. But you will never hear this about me. All you will hear is राहुल गांधी के अगली बारी में आपको क्या बोलना है? अरे इसमें से एक भी काम राहुल गांधी ने नहीं किया है, मैंने किया है। और इसीलिए कहती हूँ कि युद्ध हो तो बराबरी में हो, जब मेरे बराबर वो आ जाएं तब बात होगी।
Well, we've heard it now. Smriti ji, time is short, so I'm going to leave it on a last question. For people who have gathered to watch this, who are sitting in the audience, many of them are women achievers in their own rights. What's your message to everyone, ma'am?
I don't think women, and especially women achievers, need any message. All they need is for people to get out of their way. They know what they're doing. Women predominantly know what they're doing. Only the difference is, some women know they have the capacity and yet do not reach for the stars because they know when they have to reach their goal, what all personal sacrifices will be needed. And when I say personal sacrifices, it is not sacrifices they have to make. It is the sacrifices that others will make because of them. They carry that burden. So no woman in my country needs a lecture. All she needs is somebody to say, no matter what you do, succeed or fail, you will have somebody who respects you and loves you unconditionally. If you can do that for the women of the country, that's all we need.
Well said, well said. Let's have a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, I'd like to thank Smriti ji, and we'll get started with the Shakti Awards of 2023. Ma'am, thank you so much for your time.
I request Union Minister Smriti Irani to stay back on the stage for the We Women Want Shakti Awards 2023 Delhi edition, and let's start it off. Well, I'm going to announce the first awardee for the We Women Want Shakti Awards, Group Captain Shaliza Dhami, the first woman to receive a permanent IAF commission. She's also the first woman to become a flight commander and the first woman to command a frontline combat unit. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Up next is Group Captain Surbi Arora, first woman to become the Chief Engineering Officer of an important flying station of the IAF. Let's keep the applause going.
Well, next up is Wing Commander Deepika Mishra. She's the recipient of the Vayu Sena Medal for Gallantry. As a helicopter pilot, she served and helped 47 people in disaster relief operations. This happened in Madhya Pradesh.
Put your hands together for Squadron Leader Preet Maria D'Souza from Chikmagalur in Karnataka. She was commissioned in the IAF in 2010 as a transport pilot.
Our next awardee for We Women Want Shakti Awards is Poonam Nautiyal. She's a nurse and a COVID warrior. Her story was featured in Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Mann Ki Baat for vaccinating an entire district in Uttarakhand.
Up next is Shikha Gupta, Director of 1S Limited, and Minal Dubal, Director 1S Limited.